ABC's Martha Raddatz, who will be hosting this week later this morning. Martha, good morning. As you saw Rachel Scott report there, the president spent much of his speech overnight attacking the protesters who have been destroying monuments across the country. Do you think this is a resonant line of attack for the president as we head into the election in the fall?
Well, Dan, it's certainly a resonant line for his base, and that's what he keeps doing again and again, appealing to his base and not really anything broader. This is not really going to appeal to suburban women or independents, and he's painting Joe Biden as a liberal, which I don't think many people think of Joe Biden as a roaring liberal.
The president also claimed in his speech that his strategy to defeat the virus is working. On your show this morning, on This Week, this morning, you're going to be interviewing government officials from hotspots across the country. Are you seeing evidence that the president's strategy is, in fact, working on the coronavirus?
Absolutely not overall in the nation. And you just read all those statistics, Dan. It's not just a flame. It is a fire right now. Certainly there's progress in vaccines. There's progress with ventilators. But overall, there is a spike across the nation that is getting to be out of control. And you hear people that the president gathers together saying they're not worried about the virus when it's spreading this way. It's a very dangerous situation still, Dan, as you know.
Well, let me just pick up on your last point there about people expressing a lack of concern. I wonder if it does cause some consternation within some quarters of the president's own party, even his own administration, when he publicly, as he did overnight, defies recommendations from his own government about masking and social distancing and not holding large gatherings.
I think more and more so, Dan. And on the Hill, I think privately some Republicans are wishing the president would wear a mask. Many of them are now wearing masks. I think it's doubtful you'll see the president wear a mask anytime soon, although he says he has nothing against it. You know, I watched Governor Abbott in Texas talking about masks and saying that they have to wear masks in Texas now, and he got a lot of blowback. I can imagine President Trump would, too, from his base.
Martha Raddatz, always great to have your analysis on a Sunday morning. Thank you very much for joining us. And I want to remind everybody to tune in to Martha's show later this morning. This Week airs right here on ABC. She's going to be speaking to the FDA Commissioner Stephen Hahn. She'll also speak to top officials, as mentioned, from Miami, Houston, and Phoenix as coronavirus cases surge in those cities. That's all coming up on This Week later this morning right here on ABC.